Hello, my blue beauties. How are you? Today I wanted to do a look that I have just been so incredibly enthralled with since seeing it on the runways. This is such an easy way to do a fashion-forward look, perfect for school or a night out. Make sure to keep watching if you want to see how I did it. Okay, so our first step is to moisturize. I've already done that. I want to keep this look super simple, easy to do. So I'm going to skip foundation and tinted moisturizer. I just don't feel like wearing it today, but if you want to do that, go right ahead. So I'm going to use a bit of my Touche Eclat Radiant Touch Yves Saint Laurent under my eyes. I'm going to do that first. Oh gosh, do I have sleep in my eyes? Probably. I'm going to do that first because I actually like to put this on and let it set for a few minutes while I do the rest of my concealer. And then I'm going to use my Secret Camouflage from Laura Mercier. Are we bored of this product yet? I love it. I'm never getting bored. That's the SC3. I'm using my Secret Camouflage brush to pick up a bit of that. And then I warm it up on the back of my hand. I get a little self-conscious about my skin when it's broken out, but then I really remind myself that, you know what, it does not change how beautiful you are. It really doesn't. I know that sounds contrived, but it took me quite a long time to realize that the amount of zits I have does not determine my worth as a human being on this planet. I'm still learning that lesson. You know, it's hard. It's hard not to judge ourselves so hard. It's much easier not to judge others, I find. I think my skin, it's on the upswing. Then I'm going to use a bit of the lighter color, and I'm going to put a bit of that on my eyes as a base. If you guys like to use eye base, use eye base. This look is all about the eyelashes today, so we're keeping it real simple. Now I go in and blend out my Radiant Touch. Okay, so that's that for concealer. I'm over it. Whatever. For today's look, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier, what's this called? Mineral Powder in Real Sand. I like this powder when I don't use a foundation or tinted moisturizer, especially because it does give you coverage. I want to keep that skin real luminous. So I'm going to dust a bit of that on. And you notice I'm not swiping, even though I'm using a brush. It's more like a push into the skin, patting it on, just so we're not moving that concealer around too much. Our next step is to do a bit of blush. I'm going to use a super neutral blush from this Ben Nye palette. This is a palette from my professional kit. This is the color Blushing Bride, and that's right here. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier cheek color brush, pick up a bit of that, and dust that on the apples of the cheek. I must look so silly when I do this little smiling thing, but that is really how I find where I want to put the blush. And I like to do this patting motion. So that's just a very pretty, soft, neutral tone that will give some color to the skin, but not take the focus off of the eye makeup. Now we're going to go in and add a bit of a base color onto the eyelids. I'm using the Bdellium Tools 778 brush. It's a nice, I almost poked my eye out. That would be really good. The 778 brush. It's a nice big, flat, fluffy brush. And again, one of the palettes from my kit. I realized I never really show you guys these in my tutorials. So yeah, this is one of my palettes. A lot of Laura Mercier and MAC in this palette. I'm using a color called Vanilla Nuts. So that's that one right there with the hole in it. It's a great color. I think I'm gonna have to have a cup of coffee after this. I'm feeling a little tired. Maybe it's the heat getting to me. You know what? I'm gonna bring a bit of that down right into that lower lash line. Putting a bit of powder down there actually helps your mascara stay on better. It's as if you're setting the concealer a little bit, and then it creates a barrier so that your mascara isn't right up against a very moisturized or oily skin, and that will help keep your mascara on longer and keep it from running. So putting a little bit of powder around the eye, always a good idea, especially when you're going to be doing a heavier mascara look. And then our next step is just a touch of the Kevyn Aucoin Brow Pencil in Ash Blonde. And brush through. Now we're going to do our mascara. I'm curling my eyelashes today with the Shu Uemura lash curler. I know a lot of people don't like to curl their eyelashes. You know what? I think you should get over it and just do it, because it really does make a huge, huge difference in the appearance of your eyes. It really opens up the eyes, especially because we're doing a mascara look. Please try it. Curl your eyelashes. Do you guys curl your eyelashes? And what's your favorite one? What's your favorite curler? Mine are the Kevyn Aucoin, the Shu Uemura, and the Shiseido. We're using the Great Lash in Icy Blue. Icy blue, not icy like in frozen water. Maybelline came out with a bunch of colors. They are all super duper super fun. They have green, teal, cobalt blue, which is this one. I think they have a pink. They're at the drugstore, or you can order them online. I know a lot of people were looking for these and they were sold out. Not at my drugstore. Just gonna work that into your eyelashes. This is the basis for this entire look, so have fun. Really coat it on. Colored mascara, huge in the 80s. But what they did back then was blue eyeshadow in like 3 different colors, blue eyeliner, and blue mascara. This is a modern take on that look. And this mascara looks best with 2 to 3 coats. You really want to see that pigment and layer on that color. So pretty. Okay, so we're going in with our second coat of blue mascara. Go all the way into the corners. Comes the delivery truck. Maybe it's a present for me. Okay, so there's the second coat of mascara. Now you can really see the intensity of the blue starting to build. I love it. I think I'm gonna be wearing this all the time. You know, I bought like 3 colors. Now for just a little bit more of the mascara on top and the bottom, the whole look is based on the mascara. So if you can get the effect with 1 coat, good on you. My eyelashes are a little bit lighter, so I feel I need just a bit more. And I like to do a coat on the bottom as well. I'm gonna actually bring my mirror up here so I can do that. Can you hear Gizmo? Snorting like a piglet. I have to turn the air conditioner off because of the sound. I don't want that ruining my video. And man, it is heating up in here. So he's a piglet, I'm a piglet, we're all just sweating. All right, so we've got our mascara on. Oh my gosh, Seriously, can you see this? I don't even think the camera does it justice. And our final step is to do a bit of lip color. I'm keeping this extremely soft and not using anything that's going to compete with this amazing mascara. I'm like a little kid in a candy store right now. I wore this the other day because I like to test drive my looks before I do videos. And I do declare I got tons of compliments on it, even from men. Men notice it. Of all people, the dudes were noticing. All right, I'm using Barbarella. This is one of my favorite lip colors of all time from NARS. As you can tell, I've used it. This is my own personal from my own personal makeup bag. I'm using a lip brush. It's because I feel like it. This one is from Stila, the number 9 brush. And I'm gonna put a little bit of that on. This lipstick tastes like the smell of Fruit Loops. Do you ever notice things that taste like the smell of something? I do. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. Oh, that's like a holy grail color. That is such a pretty color. It's sheer. Just gives you just enough of a little something something. And for good measure, just a touch of lip gloss over that. I'm using the Milani. Is that what this one is? I love their lip glosses, but their packaging, their little stickers don't come off very well. So I hope they can improve on that. Just looks kind of skanky. This is the color Whisper. These are really lovely. They've got a nice flavor to them. And this is one from my purse. I always keep that around. Just a little touch. I just adore this look. I think it is so incredibly fun. It's very fashion forward. It doesn't look like you tried too hard. You just are having, you know, a little bit of an experimentation with some mascara that is not black or brown. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in any of the products I've used, check out the description box below. I put all the links there to every tool and every product I use. And if you try this look out, tag me on Instagram or Twitter and let me see how it looks on you. Make sure to subscribe if you would like to see more tutorials from me. See you soon.